Late, but we always on time. Always on time. What's good, bro?
Was good.
What's
What's good, everybody? What's
good?
good?
New week. New week.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy FICO Jordan here. Um, Part of the ownership leadership group with the Alpha Pack Trading Group. Here to get it cracking. Saturday morning watch list call going for February 7th. This week we had some bangers this week, absolutely. Some pack members who hit some thou wows this week. 100, what is it? The Alpha 100 is booming right now, boss gang. Leading that, showing you that there's absolutely no
Booming.
excuse that you ain't gotta have much chicken, that you can actually grow a port consistently especially if you know what you're doing.
Yes,
And to be
sir.
honest, you're not really gonna learn what you learn here anywhere else. Straight up.
Anywhere
So
else.
so this was an absolute
Anywhere.
guarantee, and a lot of the members, pack members that are taking advantage of that program right now are eating 100%. How y'all doing?
No
How's y'all's
question.
week? What's good?
Man, you know,
Man,
man.
doing great. Man, we were right. We were spot on with every predictions that we had last week. Looking forward to keeping the streak going. We killed it. We easily saw financials coming. We knew tech was energy was already doing its thing. Like it's just getting too easy for the pack. We sniffing out the
Right.
play way like it could be in a valley across the world. Damn, we sniffing out the prey, man. It's getting ugly. Yes, sir.
What about you,
Right.
gang?
Yeah, just chilling, man.
Man,
You
it
know.
was
Go ahead, Whit. Go ahead, boss guy.
oh,
You good? You good,
I was
bro?
gonna say, man, it was a great week, and I'm just happy that we were able to help out the members. Like we mentioned, the Alpha Pack 100% of the people who have been involved in these challenges are winners. 100%,
Absolutely.
and we're still going. 100%. So we're just trying to prove, like Michael said, doesn't matter how much money you have. We were big on materials last week. X out the gate. From Monday to Friday, smoked it.
And that was cold blooded. That one was cold blooded, bro.
Yeah, he got it out the
That
gate.
one was cold blooded. So
Yeah.
I've made this statement, ladies and gentlemen, about when you know we have a trigger that is, of a play that we're getting in, we're waiting for the trigger, but from a smaller time frame, you have just this 100% unequivocal belief that it's going to go off. So you get in early because you know what's about to happen. The bell rang and boss gang was like, "Yep, I'm getting in, man. It hadn't triggered yet, but it's just when right? When you know,
When you know,
the
you
thing
know.
went
When you know, you know.
stupid,
And nobody tells you
stupid.
nothing. You know, you know.
Nobody can tell you nothing.
Yeah, that was
It's
a
interesting
good
because
little
I heard in now. Would you say you had 100% confidence
no question.
in that
1
setup and
million,
play?
Mike, I
Boss
put
game?
my money where my mouth is.
My boy
Million
put his
percent
life on.
confidence.
So, knowing that you had 100% confidence, would you say that you could have been wavered out of getting into that play?
Hell no. Not a chance.
Okay.
With social
I was
media,
checking.
Would social media do that? With social
I didn't know if
media
social
affect your-
media could put
Oh, my
resume. Like I didn't know if
Is
social media could
social media gonna
potentially
affect your decision making?
because I heard a gentleman, a trader on social media. I don't know who the gentleman is, but I heard this message yesterday where like he had 100%. I mean, I thought 100 is as high as I can get. 100% confidence. His confidence tank was completely full
You couldn't get no more
to
confident.
take a play, but social media caused him to get out or not take the trade. He had 100% confidence in the trade, but social media
like?
it was toxic and
That's
caused him to get out.
That's like you believe you gonna make a shot, and then somebody in the crowd be like, "He gonna miss," and you like,
what you
"What?"
even paying attention?
Oh, it
at?
throw you off because the person in the crowd said he gonna miss.
Hey,
So now you didn't shoot. Now you scared to shoot.
but like just speaking, adding to what just adding to what you're saying though, it reminds me of, as a young trader, really looking for outside your own thoughts and own perception for validation of the market, and it's so many people, young traders who do that, and it's really freeing when you don't need that at all. Like I remember being in those shoes, just checking Twitter, checking Discords I'm in, and say, oh, like, but it's crazy. It's crazy nowadays just to think like I'm actually like nowadays. It's been like that forever. Like I'm only going getting most of my information from inside the pack, but nowadays it's like I'm already. It's crazy. It's like only ourselves, only validation we need.
What that tells me is that individual doesn't really know what confidence is or what it means. You know what I mean? Like it's a buzz. It was just a buzzword being used in the reference in that discussion. Like
Good point.
You know what I mean? So like that's the deeper thing that I see. Like individuals like that need help. They need people that can show them the right way. Not people that's trying to help them gamble. And that's why we here. Like what I mean, we show people how to do this the right way. In a manner in which that you can live your life and still learn how to trade, make money all at the same time. You ain't got to know it all coming up in here. You know what I mean? And so what I'm saying is like people like, oh, the gambler and I'm gambling, and like that is not how this shit go. I can go to Vegas to gamble, but this shit calculated. So absolutely. So that's what my take is on it. Like they don't even know what confidence means.
They blaming other people. What you did was you blamed someone other than yourself. Mm-hmm. So what you did, you tried to literally blame a platform for your lack of skill. You tried to blame the NBA because you can't make shots. You tried to blame Twitter NBA because you can't make a shot.
Yo, that's funny.
Why is these rims 10 feet? They need to be 9 feet and 1/4.
Goddamn, I slip on the floor. Goddamn, the ball. They changed the ball. You know how they had the new ball and they goddamn changed the ball. Now I can't shoot no more.
The ball was drying my fingers out.
Right.
Even the new FIBA balls.
Fingers getting rough.
It's everything besides me. It's everybody. It's the whole internet. And that's why people lose. The very first thing to be successful in your life, you have to look at yourself. You have to look within. The moment you look outside yourself, you lost. I always tell people, like a lot of people focus on other people. I always tell people the best result you're going to have in your life is focusing on yourself. Be the best version of yourself. The rest will take care of it. They don't even know how to get to that point. Come to Alpha Pack, we'll show you.
100%.
We'll show you.
Absolutely. And it feels empowering knowing that the reasons all lie within you, because that means you have control. When you know you got control and you have something to now measure, now I got some shit I can manage. Now that I can manage, it's going to make it easier for me to get to where I'm going. A lot of people got to where they want to be, but dog, they don't even got the keys to the whip.
Let alone knowing the map to get there.
Oh my God. Look, but ladies and gentlemen, like you heard what they said, that's the reason why we're here for this watch list call, to help put some confidence in each and every individual that sticks with us and understands that, look, we want to turn you into a fire, very, 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 very strong, independent, confident trader in yourself. Absolutely. But we will turn you into a lion if you stick with us. 100%.
Lion.
That's what we're here for. So let's go ahead and jump straight into now we get down. Let's go ahead and go through these sectors. So if you're new to the watch list call and seeing this, or you're going to see this in the future, sometime this week, I run things in a counterclockwise. So up here, top left, we got the quarter. Then we have the month, week, and day. Let's see here. So we have materials. So right now we do have a shooter on the week. Did a 2-2 reversal last week, an immediate rejection coming back to the downside. You're going to see a couple sectors that are going to stand out. Majority of the things we seen last week, we had said last week that yes, everything had a 2-2 setup on the week except for energy. because oily boys, we've already known that thing has been banging since December. So if you did not realize that, you were very late to the party. Very late to the party. But everything else had a 2-2 setup on the week. But we let it be known that everything is not going to go up all in synchronicity. So what you'll notice in the week is some things moved in force. Well, sorry, a couple things moved in force. Everything else did not. So right now we on materials, we have a red quarter, red week, shooter day, even though it finished green, shooter week, even though it finished green, and a red day. Energy, we are full time frame continuity to the upside, as we have been for quite some time. We do have a shooter on the day. The last time that XLE gave a shooter, we did go through some corrective activity. You can see these runs are starting to shorten. So we might be getting close to that target on the quarter. XLF financials. We brought that to your attention last week, did we not? So full time frame continuity to the upside, making its way off the bottom of broadening formation. I went ahead and highlighted that for you so you can see that visual. Still has not hit the target on the week. If we were to go check the 2-week chart, kind of see how that looks, we are inside. So the target on the weekly is the 2-2 reversal trigger on a 2-week to take to the back to the broadening formation. Keep that in mind. XLI. Right now, we have red quarter, red month, green week shooter, just like we had with materials, and a red day. XLK, we have a similar situation. Red quarter, red month. We have a shooter on the week, and we did go 2 down, but finished green on the day. Could this be a TTO? Could we see some straightening here? We'll have to see. I just know that on the week, it did not hit target. XLP, we're getting a little bit of chop now on XLP. We do have a red quarter, red month, shooter week. Though green, we do have some conflict having a 2 down red day. Real estate is getting hit, looking like the other couple of other sectors. Inside down on the quarter, inside down on the month. We have a shooter week and we have a red day. Utilities, more of the same. Red quarter, inside down month. Try to turn into a shooter on the week, though green, and it is 2 down, barely green on the week. Now, one of my favorite sectors that I'm looking at moved in force and hit target. We are inside down, red on the quarter, inside up, green on the month, 2-2 reversal, green on the week, hit target, and it is green on the day. So this healthcare looks like it wants to flow into continuity to be able to get the quarter. We'll have to see. If you look at the 2-week chart here, it triggered a 2-2 reversal on the week off the hammer, had a little bit of corrective activity, so could be catching a TTO here. To make its way back up to that high about like 140.50. Back to that week. Next two, discretionary, similar situation. So we had as the others, we have red quarter, red month, green week, went 2-2, did not go get target in force, and we have a green day. So Boss Gang VIP. As far as the almanac is stating going into this second week of February, what are things looking like for us, bro?
Awesome. So as we know, we started off the month of February knowing where the money resided in energy. We saw the legacy last week told us where the money resided. We understood what the market conditions were last week. This week it's expected to be bullish overall, little choppiness going into the week on Monday. Again, it's always just going to depend if you're where the money resides. The NASDAQ has been up, down 11 of the last 21 sessions opening Tuesday, but it's been up 9 of the last 12. What that tells me, we don't really know. The market is historically bullish during this week. Options expiration week last week, I mentioned before, I thought we'd get like a decent run for a couple weeks. People profit taking, especially quick runs and pops and tech and those pullbacks. So overall, the market is supposed to be bullish this week. I am strictly going to focus on where the money resides. There are no conditions that have changed. And as I get into the watch list, I'll have some more thoughts as well. But this week, definitely, as every week, it really just matters where the money resides. And at the end of the day, that's what we're going to do. So that's all I got for you, FICO.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and jump into just a couple of setups that I have. One, I'm not going to, well, I'll go ahead and cover that one. Let's see here. So, Costco was my play of the week last week. Not my play specifically, because we all kind of came to the same conclusion. It was the one that I had the most confidence in as far as the setups that I had went and found. It was cool. Weekly went for 456 was the high as far as percentage was concerned. Took profit at 425. So ended up being a great trade. Didn't hit a thou wow. That's something that I do strive for. I'm not going to lie. I'm greedy. It is what it is. We did hit 1,000% on Bank of America, I believe. I'm sure one of the bros will probably cover that, as financials was definitely on their list last week. But Costco is showing a little bit of straightening. So got out of the weeklies. Still in February 18th, still in March 18th, 550s to be specific. So right now, we're still inside quarter, pushing up to the top, trying to turn into a hammer. We are inside up on the month. We did a 2-2 reversal on the week. As you know, went through first target, did not go take out the second. But if you look at the 2-week chart here, we also clipped a 2-2 reversal on that in force. So target on that is going to be about 568. Obviously, we have time in the contracts, but these things are moving. We have a little bit of straightening going on right now in the market. So the thing that I'm targeting right now is secondary entry position to be able to add if you want to get into Costco. It's something that you'll be looking at. Contracts do move absolutely lusciously. We are over the first broadening formation that we had set up, now currently moving into the second one after we had to pull back, but they finished in a hammer. So Costco right now is going to be looking like a 2-2 reversal over what's just at, my apologies. So, okay, we'll just eyeball it. It's going to be roughly about like 521.74. So high of day from Friday. And that move is looking great. I don't believe we had a 2-day or 3-day. No, we did not. Sorry. Okay. So second play that I'm looking at is Pfizer. Because I like the way healthcare is setting up. This has a dope setup. Obviously, you can see the squeeze here. Now, there's an overall downtrend that I'm catching here, but we know that as we tell in the group, the macros were obviously in a downtrend. What we're eyeballing is trying to get a 2-2 reversal in the week. If the 2-2 reversal on the week occurs over, a 2-1-2 reversal over that high of around 54.11, obviously some things are going to get pretty nice. Now, the thing that I've caught and paid attention to with Pfizer is if you look at the day, you have a 1-2-2 setup on the day. The 2-day chart, we do get a new 2-day and a new 3-day candle on Monday. We have a double inside 2-day there, and we have a 2-1-2. So you have a lot of stacked triggers there to identify regarding to those levels. Take back up. That's what we like specifically here in this group. More gas and fuel on the fire. Now, last but not least, I'm looking at right now because of staples. I do want to see if Coke is going to make a comeback, but K. Roger Kroger, we have a 2-1-2 hammer set up and a 2-2 reversal stack at that target. Kroger looks really, really fire and kind of reminds me of Costco a little bit. As far as a day or 2-day, there is no other signal other than that daily. So the target for the day is the trigger for the week. And then for the week, taking you back into that high of around like 48.38. So Costco, Pfizer, Kroger, I'll be putting a write-up on that of those in my mentorship program and in the group tomorrow. And yeah, that's all I got. Personally, let's see. Investor for Legacy, bro. What you got up?
What's good? What's good, Pack family? It's your boy Legacy. Y'all know how I do. I just want to like taking a step back, making sure we all know pretty much have a good, I'm a chess player, like a chess down picture of the board of what's going on in the market. I'm gonna start with SPY, guys. Currently down 6% year to date. It's rising, definitely rising. I'm excited about SPY crossing, going green on the year, and that will happen at 474.96. So just say 475. Once it goes green on the year, I'm just excited for that to happen. It'll be going 2 up on the year. That'd be really when we're in a strong bull market for sure. I want to report, of course, energy. Oh man, another strong week out of energy. Energy killed the market again, led the market again for another week straight. XLF was the second leading sector. Again, we called these out. We feeling like some psychics nowadays. It's getting crazy. XLP looking strong. We're in some coke play swings, so I'm still feeling strong and feeling happy about XLP, FICO. Those are the top 3. With me personally, I'd like to make sure if I'm swinging within SPY, I'm in those top sectors. I'm in the top 3 sectors. Same with puts. If I'm going down, if I'm going for puts, I'm looking in the bottom 3 sectors, which are currently real estate. FICO mentioned how they've been getting beat up. They're currently the 11th leading sector, or the last sector, XLRE, real estate, and then XLY and XLC. Those are the top 3 losing sectors currently. So if you're trying to force them, I know some of people's favorite stocks are in those sectors, but don't be trying to force anything right now. Know where the money is, guys. With that being said, I won't even go through XLE. One of my favorite setups I see there, these are the areas that I'm feeling safest in and I'm most confident swinging in currently when I'm messing with SPY. I will mention one of the plays that I see in XLF though. I like BAC, I like GS, like I mentioned last week still, but FICO, brother, bring up JPM for me, brother. JPM is another bank stock that I'm liking right now for sure. Man, I like the gap. I really like the gap fill up to 156.90. I'm not sure if you can see that on the day. It's a nice gap fill. Yep, you can see it right there on FICO's upper right screen. I'm really liking that gap fill play for sure. I'm expecting a 2 up on once it gets to that gap fill, I'll be expecting a 2 up on a month. Right now, it's currently an inside month, but it'll be well over half of the previous 3 bar on the month of the previous month. It'll be well over it at that gap fill. So I'll be expecting a 2 up on a month at that point. So that's just giving you an idea of what I'm seeing in financials, and especially if financials keep leading the top 2, financials and XLE, they're the only 2 green sectors from year to date. So meaning since January, guys, they're the only 2 performing sectors in the positive right now. So yeah, guys, make sure you have your favorite plays in those going into this week for sure. I want to bring up the Dow again. The Dow still is the best performing index out of the big boys. The Dow, it is currently down 3.47. The Dow will go positive on the year at, I gave you the level for SPY, guys. The Dow will go positive on the year at 363. Looking forward to that happening as well. I think the Dow will be the first major index to go green on the year. So I'm watching that heavy and keeping to make sure the pack knows about that, and when that will be alerted when that's happening, making sure that we riding that wave within the Dow. With that being said, my favorite 2 setups that I see within the Dow going into this week will be Disney. Disney will be the first, brother. I'm liking that. I'm looking for that 2-2 continuation on the week above 144.69. And earnings are coming up. They're coming up on the 9th. They typically don't let down. I know they always have some exciting news. I know they got some AR metaverse plays coming coming. And yeah, I'm just excited. Like Disney's is never a company you could count out. I think this is one's undervalued. I'm sure a lot of people will agree. But Disney is something I'll be watching within the Dow going to the next week for sure. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. Like, again, we know the Dow is where the money is residing and out of the major indexes. So this is simple. We're going to keep it simple, guys. McDonald's is another one that I'm liking within the Dow. McDonald's. I'm looking for the same 2-2 continuation. I want to see a 2-up on a month happen off of the last month. It has, you see that in the bottom of left of FICO screen, that last strong hammer month that we had out of McDonald's. I'm expecting a nice 2-up out following this month. So I think it'll be only a matter of time when we get that 2-up on a month and get some early entries. Look at those dailies and those weekly levels for that one, guys, for sure. Don't be left on this McDonald's play. I'm pretty confident, especially at how strong and beautiful that shooter looks in the previous month, that we will be going up. I'm sorry, not shooter, hammer. It's a hammer on the previous month. I know I could have said shooter a couple times. I know I just said it last, but let's continue. Let's continue, guys. All right, those are the most confident plays, and those are what I'll be swinging easily. No looking in those in the Dow and within the with the XLE and XLF for sure. But let's go and get into some more risky plays, some things that are not in full time frame continuity, but I just see at nice discounts and I see some things happening. FICO, don't worry about, we're going to talk about EVs now. Don't worry about pulling these charts up, brother. But Lucid, XPEV, and Tesla, I am looking for inside week breaks. They're all three of those EV plays have inside weeks. But FICO, can you pull up Lee for me? I like Lee a lot. Lee as well. Seeing a lot of nice setups coming in Lee. So with Lee, if we get a 2-up on the week, at that point, I'll be watching for a 2-up on the month as well. The previous month, it bounced off a nice broad information. You see that 3 on FICOs. Like when you know the strat, you see broad informations without them even being drawn out. So you could see that coming in, it kind of bouncing off of last month, bouncing off of that. I want to see that continue for sure, guys. Besides that, another thing I love about Lee, when it goes 2-up on the day, it will be breaking the 2-up on a day. It will be breaking up the 2-up on the weekly level, and it also one of the PAX cheat codes is a 2-week level. So it'll be breaking that 2-week level at the same time too. It'll be breaking all 3 of those important levels at the same time. And it has full time frame continuity already, and it has earnings on February 24th. So I'll be looking forward to that. Looking for that run up towards the earnings. And Lee is just something I like. I like those multi-time level breaks for sure, no question there. Those are the main EVs I want to throw out there. 2 sympathy plays that I want to throw out there. Smaller EV plays. FICO, can you bring up Solo? I only got a couple more, cut 2 more out there to share with you guys. Solo, this is something that, man, I remember me and FICO learned this lesson a long time ago in our young trading career together. Just how within when sectors pop, you could find some sympathy plays like this, and Solo is definitely one of them. Solo, it's a cheap stock, but the premiums move excellent. With Solo, I like that 2-up on the week that we just had, that 2-2 reversal that we just had. So I am looking for that continuation up, especially we see strength out of the other EVs. This is something that I'll feel very confident in getting a weekly in, or a 2-week contract in, something I won't plan on being for too long, but something that can pay you handsomely for sure. So guys, Solo, if you don't know about it, it's a great sympathy play to keep having on your EV watch list for sure. QS is another one that I wanted to bring up briefly. Our boy Truby, he has one of his favorites, man. He's been killing QS. He's a PAC family member. He hasn't been playing a lot lately for good reason, but I do see it reversed up on a week last week. Nothing, like I said, these aren't in full time frame continuity yet, but just some couple EV plays, sympathy plays I'll be watching going into next week. Last thing that I want to mention, PAC family, YouTube family, is Robinhood. Yeah, Robinhood. We aren't a fan of the platform, no, for sure, no question there. But I know it's the most popular. It's the most popular. It's the most popular for a reason. And you know, we even started there. I even started there. You know, it's a good starting place, and more people getting involved in investing. And you know, we're part of that mission too. You know, we're trying to get new people all the time. But anyway, with Robinhood, I want to see the continuation on the week. I really want to see it had a strong 2-2 rev up last week, like I'm saying, after reaching an all-time low, right under $10 last month. So I'm looking forward to make its first 2-2 rev on a month. You see, it hasn't done 2-2 rev on a month since the second month that it was around, that it existed. You can see on the bottom of FICO, it had that super strong second month, fooled a lot of people like it was going to go to $100+, but then it's been going down ever since. So I'm looking for, really want to see a 2-2 rev off of that hammer month that we had in January. So we'll just see. Yep, if FICO's over it right now, but we'll see. You know, I'm not too eager. Robinhood has some very cheap leaps, so you could get some 6 months contract down the line for a very affordable rate. So just have a nice plan, nice price target with this, and add on those triggers, guys. Don't go too heavy on this at all. This is nothing to get heavy on or get too much dip on your chip too early, but just something I'm watching for sure. That's it. That's all from your boy Legacy Pack family. I'll pass it back to my boy FICO.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Hey, Mr. Check My Boss Game VIP. Let's see. What you got for us, bro?
What up, man? What up? So I'm gonna keep it clean, keep it quick. It's interesting. We've been pretty good at picking the right setups. So I'm gonna keep going with my favorite, of course, Vale, outperforming the market clearly, keeping up with the oil, smashing oil. It's just one of those things when institutions find value, they buy. So it's interesting with the material setup, but the material setups we've been hitting, right? We hit on X. So of course, Vale, we're just looking for the continuation over 1660. Nice, clean, easy money. Get you some time. Do whatever you want to do. Easy money. Alcoa, another one. Of course, we love Alcoa. Look, got a trigger over 65.60 for the continuation. Magnitude up to about $70 on there. Just being bullish, just crazy. Kind of broke out this chop last week. 2 up on the day. Week next week, we looking good. Cleveland Cliffs. So people notice the pattern. Especially with my watches, I don't really switch too much to industries, because if something is going up, it's going to go up and it's going to continue to go up. All we're just doing is looking for entries. Same thing with CLF. We're just looking for an entry on, let's see, what's this CLF? I'm looking for this two up. What is that? 19, about like 1934, something like the 1930 level. So I'm looking for a 2 up, 1930 level, tons of magnitude, well over, probably end up getting $20 strikes or something like that on CLF. Give it a little bit of time. Goes and forth, grab some weeklies. I'm looking for triggers out the gate on CLF, just like we did on X last week. What else we got? ET. We're going to continue with ET. ET solid. Lots of good news. I know they got some prints coming in at about $11. You know, the price action, similar price action before it took off. Even after hours, solid right now. So we're just going to look for continuations over $10.41 on ET. We're going to try to take these next level up, get past this 1150 level. Another one, Nokia. Keep an eye on this. I like to buy low, sell high. So one I'm going to be keeping an eye on is this Nokia. I'm going to be looking for possible reversals here to the upside. I'm looking over $5.78 and $6.01. So $5.78 is a day trigger on Nokia, and $6.01 is a weekly trigger. One thing about me, I'll zoom out on charts and look at price action from on super macro levels, and then I know consolidation levels over long periods of time. So you'll have consolidations over a year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 years, and I'm looking for breaks out of those long time frame chop breaks. Last time we got Nokia, part of the small account challenge, took it up to $6.42. everybody well over 100%. That was pretty easy, and we got out, and we're looking to actually take this up to the next level of magnitude if it goes in our direction. So keep that. If it gets over that level, everything starts to turn green. MRO oil, gotta go. MRO made a killing on MRO last week. Pretty easy. Everybody in oil made a ton of money. MRO easy, looking over $22. Oil futures, MCL or CL, finished with $92. We hit the all-time highs on oil this week, or 1994 highs or something like that. It's crazy. So we're gonna keep that going. Healthcare, I'm kind of in between, but I do have BMY. You guys know I love BMY. So I have the same week trigger that I've had, 65.81. There's a day trigger, 65.45. Looking for an instant break on that one. Possibly, I want to see that moving in force and not get caught within that weekly chop that it's been in. A couple off the rails I want to look at. Mention some information. It's about marijuana and weed stock. So there's actually the weed laws and whatnot are bipartisan. They're trying to attach these weed legalization laws to defense bills. We know that United States, that's what we care about, defense. So an easy way to get that passed is to actually add those banking laws within the defense bill, how they kind of try to squeeze those stuff in here. I noticed on Sunday, we got the 2 down, 2 up reversal last week. And if I'm looking at the chart, I'm like, when's the last time I got a 2 up, 2 down reversal? The price action stayed up. It's holding after hours. I believe there may be some news or something coming behind this. I am not sure, but if you want to get some time on your contract, I believe once the banking gets resolved, then that is the first step before the legalization. I believe it won't take too long after the banking gets resolved. And the banking activity with marijuana is going up. So definitely got to keep an eye on those buy low, sell highs. Another one, grow generation, the American weed grow generation. I'm gonna be looking at grow generation on the day at 826 and 889. There's some risk in here. So what I'm thinking about are things long term. That's GRWG, of course. So I'm thinking about things long term, buy low, sell high. We get the 2 up on the week at about the 889 level, 886 level. If you actually look at like grow G on the day, and if it breaks that 886, you can see it is an immediate run to about $12, little consolidation, and then we're talking about 14. I like to buy low, sell high. I like to get in things before other people know about them, not just try to time bottoms, but actually look for reversals. And if we get the reversals, we take the triggers and see what happens from there. The other thing also, I'm still being hedgy on SLV silver. I've been in here for a long time. And this is a great way to hedge your position for inflation. This is something where a lot of even the short sellers put their money. So I'm looking at silver over $21.27. I believe if we actually take that run, we'll get past where we got to last time. I'll be looking at about like $23, $24 on SLV. That's all I got. I'm looking forward to having a great week. Hope you got your level set. Back to you, FICO.
Boom. Appreciate that, bro. We got the homie up. Mr. Check My Resume. What's good with you, bro?
Man, what's good with it, man? You know, it's a great day, man. It's February 5th, man. You know, a G was brought to this world on this day in 1984. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, loving it, you know, trying to enjoy the birthday, man. And, you know, so just gonna do that. Gotta always drop some of that hot fire for the pack. You know, I think overall though, man, just similar to what the sentiment or what the bros been talking about. Most of, you know, the stuff that we've been in has just been going up pretty strong. You know, I think that, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, I don't see anything that's just new that we're not in already. That's, you know, that's not on our radar. It's probably the best way to put it. I mean, we you know, I brought up banks last week, you know, sector wise, had Goldman Sachs, you know, Bank of America. I'll shout out to that boy True, hit 1,800% on Bank of America last week. Ooh, that's some premium chicken there. I just got a DM right before we hopped on. Some folks are in Goldman Sachs. They up like 300-400%. So we got some folks, you know what I'm saying, you know, getting these wins. I'm in Citigroup. Myself, we're up pretty good on that one. I mean, everybody did good last week. I think that Banks financials were kind of like the new player to the game. I think most of us had already been playing staples and obviously oil. I mean, we just been murdering oil, watching our counterparts in these other groups and across the Twitter space melt down over the last month. So that's been pretty interesting, a little bit entertaining. So anyway, just to get into some of the plays. First one, I mean, I agree with FICO on my first play. I had Kroger at the top of my list, ticker KR. You don't have to go back over it, FICO. But I'm a put that first. I'm gonna put that first. I'm gonna probably take my entry on the week level at like 45.35. That'll be my entry on it, but don't really want to talk about it. The first ticker though is CVX, Chevron. So looks like here on CVX we getting a little bit. It's giving us an entry. It didn't go too up on the week like the majority of the other energy oil stocks. So we've got a potential entry right here. I mean this we're at 137, which is like the high of last week, so the week before. So we got triggers at the same levels. It's the same thing on it'll be also 2 up on the month and 2 up on the day at that weekly trigger level. So we looks like CVX looks very strong going into next week. That's probably, I don't want to be overweighted in energy, but that CVX looks super fire. I'm in XOM as well as Oxy right now. So, and I got a gang of good shares. So I'm all the boys representing, man. All the boys. Let's go. Let's go, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's do it the general. You know what I mean? But hey, we've been doing the damn thing out here, man. You gotta swing it when you're an oily boy. So yeah, moving on. I did like the way EVs set up. I'd say probably the best looking EVs out of the ones that I saw was XPEV, XPEV. And I just wanted to shout out a level or two on that one. We've got a hammer on the month, though. I really like that inside hammer. But 212 on the week, we got an entry above 37.74 on XPEV. However, this is an XLY stock, but as we know, EVs as well as just that whole sector. So you'll have the charging stations, you'll have some lithium stocks and some materials. So you'll have a combination of all of those running in unison, typically. But you just have to see who's the leaders and who are the laggards and all of that. But typically they'll run in unison and not, in concert with the overall sector of discretionary. So just be mindful of that for next week. But they do look pretty decent. But they do this. They will show this look and then fail. But just to give you some historical data, we've hit on this same. So we're sitting on the top of a quarterly level broad deformation on XPEV. This is like the 6th time that we've hit this BF over the course of I guess the last year, and pretty much every single time it's hit this broad deformation, it's made a strong bounce. So that would be my expectation again for this one as well on XPEV with the way that last week responded to that broad information. So my expectation is that we'll push, but we're going to have broad informations around the $40 level on XPEV. So you're going to have to push through that, and then from there you'll be able to kind of have nice room back to 50 if discretionary turns over going into March. Which is a possibility, but we got to see it. We got to see it before we do it. But at least for XPEV, this looks solid. So moving out of and the next one, you might like this, FICO, is Tesla. Tesla has that inside week right now. Looks pretty strong to me. Looking for Tesla to get above 943.70. And I'll be considering a long play on Tesla, but we also got a daily entry, we got a Chicago above 936.50. So those triggers, they're not too far apart. So I think it looks kind of bullish on Tesla. We'll see though. We'll see. Um, I don't call out Tesla very often. And the only other ticker that I would mention is Neo, since my boy Legacy brought up EVs as well. But yeah, Neo's entry I've got on the week is above 25.23. But if you want an earlier entry, like a daily entry, you've got one above 24.32. But that's essentially it, FICO. I'm real confident in what I'm in, so I'm not really out looking for too much. And then there wasn't too much out there that was worth putting in a lot of resources into. I think we're pretty strong where we're at. There may be a couple tickers here and there, maybe a sector or a subsector we can pick up on, but for the most part, I think we're good. And I turn it back over to you, FICO.
Man, that's what's up, bro. Happy birthday to you.
Sure,
I don't know what I'm
appreciate it.
saying. I now understand why you had to go get medicine.
Happy
You
birthday,
gotta,
bro.
Had to treat himself.
That's right. I
Pass
completely
that.
understand that.
Man, I had to get a big job, man.
Yeah,
Big
you deserve
jar.
it, man. You've been getting people paid for a long time now.
Oh yeah,
Check that
Yeah.
man resume.
But man, I hope you have a blessed day, bro.
For sure.
So now we got the
Many
watch
more.
list out of the way.
Sure.
This will be, live and direct. You guys will be able to go and replay this. Obviously, when futures open up 6:30 Eastern PM tomorrow, some things may change. So I always suggest for many of you who are just getting into the process of charting and so forth is to make sure three fundamental things as you go into these plays. One, go chart futures. Two, go ahead and chart the indices. Three, chart the sectors within the indices, and then make your decisions from that if you want to see where the money resides. If you want more information on this, visit www.alphapack trading.com. We'll be more than happy to assist you. If you have any questions, want to reach out to us individually, our ats are there at the bottom of each and one of our video profiles there, and find us on Instagram or Twitter at those. And please make sure you like and subscribe to not miss any information going forward in the future. Boss Gang VIP definitely has some heat for you guys. Buy low, sell high. The podcast is going to be dropping very,
Yes,
very, very
sir.
soon.
Yes, sir.
We
Yes,
got a
sir.
snippet of just the intro music, so he does not
Nice.
half-ass.
I'm excited.
He does not half-ass anything. Obviously,
Lit.
he's helped me become a far better trader, especially last year. And I've grown leaps and bounds since then. Information in the game that he's going to be giving y'all just on life in general. The dude is just got gems and gems and gems packed in his head. He like one of the dudes that like you want to chill with him whenever he because you want to soak up all the knowledge and you get to sit at the bottom of the step with your little kid. Just
They're gonna tell you them. They're gonna give you some good stories with some lessons in it.
Absolutely. So for a person that is, as young as he is, man, he wise beyond his years. So that podcast is going to be banging. Wednesday, Crypto Academy back, episode 10, Investor for Legacy and Boss Gang VIP. Going to be bringing that to you live here on YouTube, 8 p.m. Eastern will be the time. Make sure you check back on the YouTube on Tuesday afternoon to get the confirmed time. And make sure you, like I said, like and subscribe. Bros, you got anything to say before we get up out of here?
Man, stick with the Alpha Pack. If you're not a confident trader, even if you are a confident trader, we powerful alone, but we stronger together, baby. Go keep preaching it. That's what it is.
Yeah, I just think, man, as we continue to grow, I'm seeing a lot of new people coming into the group. Just want to kind of, this is year 2 we going into. We set a foundation, a culture of accountability. It's a culture. There's a difference in how we operate within the chat, and I ain't talking about just us, bro. It's just the people that are in the group. There's a certain quality level of people that we attract into our group. There's people that want to come in and work, figure it out, be accountable to themselves, to their lives, to what they want to, their accomplishments, their goals. And so, when it comes to trading, it's a reflection of that. So I'm just proud of like the membership, the members, you guys, everybody, man. I'm just, what I mean? I like the way the culture in the community is. You know what I'm saying? It's very positive. We don't get on each other in a negative way. It's always in a way to help and uplift and build. But we gonna get on you though.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Everybody get their turn.
Right.
Everybody go get their turn.
But
make sure they got thick skin.
Yeah, but they expect that. They want that. You know what I'm saying? We all need that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and so like that's what I like, that people that are embracing it, they're not taking it in a negative way. They know it's all out of love. You know what I'm saying? Like the passion, all these bros and myself, man, it's all love. We want to see y'all win, and so we feel away when things, are not like in pureness. It's something that kind of like doesn't sit well with us. So you see FICO on his weekend rants or Boss Gang, he went off, on Twitter. You're like, like that's passion. That's what it's about, And so when you come over here, we gonna stand on whatever we say, whatever we do, regardless if that's about life or trading. So like that's the mentality, and we gonna hold you accountable too. If you listening, you ain't in the group, you coming in, just know you coming in, we working. Working. Everybody.
No alpha left behind.
We working. So just come in, prepare, be ready to work, and hey, be prepared to reap the rewards of that work in time. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Well said.
Yep.
Boss Gang,
what you got for us, Boss Gang?
No, I like what you said, Resume. I ain't even. Hey, man, you said it all. Happy birthday. Hey, so I want to know, Resume is a killer out here, and I'm proud because I've seen like the cold transformation. I mean, like when he made a decision, like I'm about to go in and work.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
I remember he turned it
back.
Ain't look back.
So I'm gonna give you your roses for that, bro. I mean, you, man.
Appreciate that, man. That's love, bro.
That work, and it's, bro. Yeah, it's yeah. Now people benefiting from all that work you put in, man. So I'm just
that's
happy
love,
about that.
man. I really appreciate
subscribe,
that.
follow us.
Yeah, hit the like button.
Show your friends to the website. Show them some trade recaps. FICO making trade. Show them some trade recaps.
Right.
So they know take it down.
I'm working on a couple. I'm in the process of moving the office downstairs today, so I'm gonna have much more space and so forth. So I got a lot to do. But man, it's what I'm saying, it's gonna be an amazing month, man. For the rest of the month, man, I'm absolutely confident about it. I got a couple of people from the mentorship group that, man, I just spoke life into their week. Last weekend was like, I'm saying, I know you feel like you down, I'm saying, a week or so, you know what I mean? But look, bro, this week is gonna be one of your greatest weeks ever. And so to see somebody take that and really embody it and literally listen to what we teaching and then run the port up like they small account like over 100%, and then I'm saying they regular one over 50%. I'm like, bro, like it's here, 6 inches between your ears, bro. We I'm saying, we know when people got it, and if they don't got it, they're gonna come here and get it straight up.
Right on. Mr. Motown, that website right below that you see, Alpha Pack Trading. Somebody just asked about the Discord.
Yep. Hit up that link, man. We'd be happy to help you, bro. But make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and outside of that, gang, we'll catch you later. Peace.
All right. Peace.
Peace.